7.3 is on the mortgage application process. We have a lot of definitions here. Market value, this is the amount for which a house could be sold. Assessed value, the amount used to determine the property taxes. This may be different than the market value. Mortgage, this is the loan to pay the balance owed on their new home. Different types of mortgages. We have a fixed rate mortgage. This is monthly payment and annual percentage rate, or your APR, remains the same throughout the life of the loan. We have an adjustable rate mortgage, or what they call an ARM. This is where the monthly payment and APR may change as specified in the signed agreement. Foreclosure. This is where the bank takes possession of the home and sells it if the owner cannot pay the mortgage. Homeowner's insurance covers damage to the home due to fire and natural disasters. This includes contents of the home in case of theft as well. Front-end ratio, one ratio used by banks to decide if they will lend you money. This is your monthly expenses divided by your gross income. Back-end ratio, or debt-to-income ratio, which is more common. This takes into account a borrower's monthly debt. This is all of your expenses per month and your debt divided by your monthly gross income. You have a balloon mortgage. This is a very high last payment with all of the other payments being relatively low. Okay, this typically is set up where you're paying off all the interest on the loan each month, and at the end the last payment is actually how much you owe for the purchase of the home. Interest only. This is only interest is paid until the final month. Okay. Question number 1. The Smiths took out $130,000 30-year mortgage at an APR of 6.5%. The monthly payment was $821.69. What was the total interest charge after 30 years? So $821.69 times 12 months per year times 30 years. Okay, that's going to give you how much you actually pay for the house, which is $295,808.40. So after 30 years, you pay $295,808.40. You subtract off what you bought the house for, which was $133,000. The remaining number, $165,808.40, that is your interest. That's how much interest you pay at the end of the 30 years to borrow that money. Okay, so you can see that these mortgage companies, they make a lot of money right over the life of the loan, but not everybody has $130,000 worth of cash, so they had to take out a mortgage. Number 2, United Bank offers a 15-year mortgage at an APR of 6.2%. Capital Bank offers a 25-year mortgage at an APR of 6.5%. Marcy wants to borrow $120,000. What would the monthly payment be for United Bank? Okay, so that's where you use that monthly payment calculator. Remember, I put that on a previous section. I also put it on a link here for section 7.3 as well. So type in all the information: 15-year mortgage, $120,000 borrowed, APR interest rate of 6.2% or 6.5%, and that will calculate your monthly payment. Monthly payment here was $1025.64. What would the total interest be for United Bank? Okay, so United Bank, $1025.64 times 12 months per year times 15 years, because United Bank was your 15-year mortgage, gives you a total $184,615.20 minus $120,000 house, gives you a total interest amount of $64,615.20. What would the monthly payment be for Capital Bank? Well, Capital Bank, you type in your $120,000, 6.5% interest, and 25 years. All right, your monthly payment would be $810.25. What would the total interest for Capital Bank be? So $810.25 times 12 months per year times 25-year mortgage gives you a total cost of $243,075. Minus the cost of the house, which is $120,000, gives you a total amount of interest of $123,075. Which bank has a lower total interest? Well, that's clearly United, okay, because they had $64,000 in comparison to $123,000. All right, and by how much? So $123,080 minus $64,620 Okay, subtract the 2, gives you a difference of $58,460. Okay, what is the difference in monthly payments? Well, the first one, United Bank, that monthly payment was $1025.64, and Capital Bank was $810.25. So the difference in monthly payments was $215.39. Okay, so you can see a lower monthly payment. Okay, but you're also going to pay a lot more in interest because you're borrowing the money for a longer period of time. All right, and letter G, how many years of payments did you avoid if you decide to take out the shorter one? Well, the shorter mortgage was for 15 years and the longer mortgage was for 25 years. So the difference there would be 10 years. Okay, 15 versus 25 is 10 years. Number 3, Jim has taken out a $135,000 mortgage. His bank offers him an APR of 6.25%. He wants to compare monthly payments on a 20 and a 30-year loan. Find to the nearest dollar the difference in monthly payments for these two loans. Okay, so again, use your monthly payment calculator. The link is on Canvas. So you're going to put in your principal, $135,000, your interest rate, 6.25%, and we're going to compare our 20-year versus our 30-year. So our 20-year monthly payment's $986.75, and our 30-year monthly payment is $831.22. The difference between those two after you round, so $987 rounded minus $831 rounded, was $156 per month. Okay, question 4. Find the monthly payment before the balloon payment for a 20-year interest-only balloon mortgage for $275,000 and an APR of 8%, round to the nearest $10. Okay, so your monthly payment, if you type it in, $275 for your principal, 8% interest, 20-year loan, monthly payment $2,300.21. Okay, this is for a 20-year loan. Okay, so we are going to do 2,300.21 times 240. This 240 came from 12 times 20. Okay, 12 months per year times 20 years gives you a total amount of paid $552,050.40. Subtract off the price of the home or the mortgage cost, which is $275,000. So your interest paid was $277,050.40. Okay. Now, a balloon payment works where you're paying all that interest on every payment except the last one. Okay. So you're going to take your $277,050.40 and divide it by 239. Reason why it's 239, it's all of the payments. So 12 months times 20 years gives you 240. It's all the payments except the last one. So divide it by 239 instead of 240. Take your interest, divide it by 239, gives you a monthly payment, interest only, of $1,159.21. Okay. And that is it for section 7.3.